Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, your boy Anthony. Sorry for the low quality on the song. I was hoping to find the actual file for it, but I couldn't. So, yeah, this is gonna have to be it. Okay, see ya.
You don't even have to do too much. You can turn me on with just a touch, baby. I look around and Sin City's cold and empty. No one's around to judge me. I can see clearly when you're gone.
Ooh, I'm blinded by the light. That's a fire ass song. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another fat, juicy, and tender episode of Bravado Talk.
With Anthony.
And Eddie.
You guys thought we were done, but oh shit,
You
my
thought
bad.
wrong.
We were just taking a little break.
Taking a little break, but Anthony, this isn't our regular recording studio. Where are we?
We are in, what is it called? Running Springs?
This Running Springs, California.
That's right. We're in a little getaway.
Getaway for our what's the male version of Valentine's? Guylentines?
Okay, that was pretty stupid.
Anyways, yeah, we decided, we're doing a little activity with me and Anthony. So we were like, hey, why not I bring the equipment and we do this comeback episode
Exactly.
that everyone's been asking and everyone's been checking up on us. We're fine. We're alive. Thank God.
We're taking a break. We got some drinks with us.
Mm-hmm.
Just chilling, and we're just gonna have a little nice podcast today, and bring back the show to you guys.
Exactly. So if you're driving, make sure you're just paying attention to the road, but you're also vibing with us. If you're cooking, make sure you're jamming with us. Whatever you're doing, just take a break and relax. Because
Hey,
this is Bravado Talk.
who's the person that created that?
So,
the
anyways,
song?
yeah, the intro for that was at DJA_flow.
Go check him out on TikTok. He's
Go
the
check
one
him
that
out.
created that.
Yes, sir.
That song, and it's pretty fire.
It's pretty fire. Y'all might think it's kind of dumb, but it's actually pretty fire.
Pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
It goes well with it.
Mm-hmm. So I guess, Anthony, the most question that everyone's been asking: what happened to Bravado Talk?
Okay.
Well, before we start anything, there was speculation that Bravado Talk had breaking up, which is
Who said
too
that?
soon. Our fans, they hit us up on our not our fans, our listeners hit us up on Instagram, and they're like, hey, when's the next episode? And when's this? When's that? I miss you guys.
Yeah.
Did you guys break up? Did you guys have a fight? Like, what's going on? So nothing of that sort. It's just, we'll go. What do you think?
Do you want me to start? Well, I want to kind of just talk on my
Yeah, go for
my
it.
own perspective. So, like I've said before, well, I don't think I've said it in the podcast, but I've told a couple of my friends that have been asking us about it, and I keep telling them this is kind of like a job, kind of like it's a separate job for us because we already have our own personal jobs, and then this, and it takes time to prepare to for me to drive over to your house,
The studio.
the studio, and there was the reason why I was like, let's do it next week or everything is because I got super busy at work. We had a lot of deadlines to finish, and yeah, dude, it just got overwhelming. I just didn't have time.
And for the new listeners that are tuning in, where do you work?
Yeah, so
What do you
I'm an engineer. I'm a civil engineer. I work in the design team at my company, and dude, like, I don't know why so we work with the cities, and all of the cities for some reason decided to have the deadlines on either December or January. So man, like, I was working like past my past 5, like until 7. Like I was working until 7 every time, and like usually to get to the studio, I leave like around 5:30, maybe 6.
Yeah.
To get there, and I just didn't want to be there too late because we do take some time.
Yeah, we don't half-ass it here.
Yeah,
in
we
Bravado
don't-
Talk. We like to put our hard work.
We do I guess we kind of do half and half where we actually prepare, but then we just kind of go with the flow after once we start with the podcast. So
Yeah.
So I just didn't want to be overwhelming you, Eddie, with all that stuff. So I just kept trying to push it and everything. But now it's all over. I'm still busy, but not as busy, I guess. So
Yeah.
we'll probably start doing this
Pick
again.
it up, yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, it wasn't only. I think it wasn't only work related because I got pretty busy with both my jobs, helping back at the restaurant and Costco. So I had to kind of leave Costco behind. Hearing you here first in Bravado Talk. Yeah, I had to leave that life of Costco and kind of help back at home.
Yeah.
So it started getting a little bit busy. We were kind of short staffed, and especially with this whole pandemic, you can't technically just hire someone right away, because of the whole COVID spiel.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of have to be careful and see what it's at. We have the little heater turning on.
Yeah, I hope that's not too loud.
Yeah. Hope it's not too buggy. Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I had my own personal reasons. You had your own.
Yeah, and our personal reason. So me and Anthony, we kept on saying next week, and we were like
Yeah.
for sure, and our schedules just couldn't, kind of open up the same time we record, and especially to meet deadlines, it was just Wednesday. So,
Yep.
but now, yeah, I mean, we wanted to do seasons kind of, but we were like, we're just keep on doing it
Yeah.
until we can't. And it was just one of those situations where we took an unexpected break. We had to kind of shortcut our team, and it's only just me and Anthony now running the page on
Right.
Bravado Talk. So if
Right.
you're asking for where's that fire content or the posts or the questions, yeah, we kind of had to kind of kick some people out.
Yeah, we'll for sure try to be more productive from now on.
Definitely, that's one of the
So-
goals for 2021. Anyways, Anthony, to trace back, how was your Christmas? How was your New Year's? Because this is the first episode of Bravado Talk in 2021.
Since- yeah, dude. When was the last time? December, right? Early, mid-December or
yeah,
something?
when we had Alexis on.
That's right. We didn't have Alexis.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. My Christmas was well. We spent time with the family. My girlfriend came over.
Aw.
It was a fun time. We just had dinner, spent time together. That was pretty much it. Honestly, opened gifts, and got to see my sister. Playing with her new toys and everything, and all the gifts were perfect. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was just a perfect Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
It was pretty good too. Tamales is everything, and it was just being with the family, kind of like another part two of Thanksgiving, and seeing what you're grateful for and share stories. And I'm very Catholic, so
Right.
we talk about Jesus' birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
How was your mom's tamales, dude? Because I know we talked about the tamales, and I low-key was waiting for one.
Fire.
Yeah?
Fire.
The queso, what did she make?
The puerco.
Puerco?
Yeah.
The chicharrón,
Pork.
like you were saying?
No.
Or was
just
that Alexis?
Pork. That was Alexis.
Was Alexis with chicharrón?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
for sure.
Alexis, hopefully you saved mine in the freezer, because we're gonna invite you back, buddy, and we need to have that tamale off. But so Anthony, another fact, I guess per se, the last time we had an episode was when Trump was in presidency, and now we have a new.
We have
president.
a new president, dude. That whole entire thing was crazy because, not like obviously what happened on the 6th of January.
Mm-hmm.
The whole the Trump supporters that stormed the Capitol, and everything.
Yeah.
So that was big. That was a big news.
A lot of people are getting detained after
Yeah.
showing their faces
Dude,
in the news.
that whole thing was crazy. Apparently, because I listened to a lot of political people online,
Uh-huh.
and I think all of them were saying oh, this is something that we've never seen before in our lifetime or whatever.
Mhm.
So yeah, it was pretty crazy that shit happened. I mean, some people got killed, like the lady that got killed. that
Yeah,
got shot.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, dude, that whole thing was
But
crazy.
there was also a lot of those people that were breaking into the Capitol. I don't know if you saw this video of a woman that was rubbing onion in her eye, saying that she was crying, and she
Oh,
got
yeah, I
pepper
saw
sprayed by
that.
the police. So you got a lot of people like that are making themselves the victims.
Dude, it's there's always gonna be people like that, because let's be honest, that's one of the things that I keep hearing here on all these online videos that it's okay to protest. Like, you have the right to protest
Yeah, your
for
First
anything.
Amendment,
That's
yeah.
just the First Amendment. That's
Yeah.
right.
Mhm.
And but to go to that extent to fucking start again trying to beating the fucking cops and everything, then that's different. That
Yeah.
doesn't that's no longer a protest. That becomes
Yeah.
a riot,
Mhm.
So all of that again, you have like those people that were actually there to protest, that were just there,
Speaking
but
their
then
mind and
exactly
standing
doing
for what they believe in. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
yeah, like they were protesting the fraud and everything,
Mhm.
which again, maybe not a lot of people agree with that. But it's their. I mean, again, it's their right. Like, it doesn't matter what you're protesting about, as long as you're protesting, that's protected by the First Amendment. So if they want to protest about that, it's up to
That's
them.
your freedom of
It's
speech.
whatever you want to do, whatever.
Mhm.
But when you take it a step further and actually start getting violent, then that's where it's problematic.
Mhm.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say about that. I mean, that's
No, yeah, yeah. But I think following those current events, well, mostly all over the states, there was always these threats from, the Republican side saying that, if the day that Joe Biden takes in office, there was going to be like riots and like an upcoming civil war kind of type
Mhm.
deal where America was going to be split in half. But thank God everything went okay.
thank God they just stormed the Capitol.
Yeah.
That's it. There's no fucking civil war or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, like, it's half and half, like
Mhm.
half Democrat, half Republicans. So there could be a civil war if they all wanted to, but it's not gonna happen. I doubt it.
With today's world, or
Yeah, again, if they wanted to have a civil war, it's like half and half. So
Mhm.
they could, but it's not. I doubt it's gonna happen.
And another thing that happened while we took this break was that wave 3 of COVID hit pretty bad. I don't know if you've.
There's like a new strand of
Yeah,
COVID. Like,
yeah.
apparently it's more infectious and more deadly or whatever.
Well, when last time we were talking, we had our guest host Alexis talk to us about different strains of COVID.
Mhm,
Remember, like
mhm.
the 2 alphas and the 2 betas,
Mhm.
and now there's just more of COVID. And
Mhm.
well, from my family side, there's been several people that have caught COVID,
Mhm.
especially with this wave. So it's kind of not scary per se, but it's just alarming just to kind of think twice of what you're gonna do
Mhm.
before you actually do it and hang around with those certain types of people.
But yeah, but
Mhm.
luckily, dude, like right now the whole vaccination is going on,
The vaccine,
and
yeah.
I actually know people that I personally know people that have gotten the vaccine.
Mhm.
So I feel like
Thoughts? What are their experience through?
okay, so there was actually this girl that I follow on Instagram, and she got it. I don't know what she works on or whatever, but she got it, and then she was explaining her experience and everything, and
Uh-huh.
she seemed fine. She said that just her arm was sore, and that's it. And then after
Yeah,
like a couple,
that's the number one that I hear.
and then after a couple of days, and
Uh-huh.
she was good. So it seems like it's okay. I'm sure there's gonna be. You know what? Now that we're bringing that up, I did hear a case of someone that apparently died of the vaccine. Like, they took it and it killed them. It killed her or whatever.
Um,
Did you hear about that?
I mean, I know about the baseball player
What happened to the
Hank Aaron that passed away, but they were saying that
'Cause of the vaccine?
because he took the vaccine, but it had nothing to do with that. Like
It-
later reports
Oh,
reported
really?
that.
That's what I was gonna say. That this lady died when she took the vaccine. But it's like, but I don't know if they.
I think it's like
proved
common
it.
reasons, yeah.
I don't know if they proved it or anything. So, I mean, it seems like the vaccine is fine. It's doing its work. Hopefully.
Well, get this: most people aren't even taking their second dose.
Dude, that's actually a good point. Yeah, a lot of people are not even
Like
taking
they
it.
think it's just a one
Yeah.
and done deal, but
Yeah.
you have to keep on taking
I
it.
know, and I've heard of people that they ask them, like, do you want to take it? And they say no.
Mhm.
They just refuse to take it.
Mhm.
Like, they don't. I mean, it's like, I don't know. It's just weird. Why wouldn't you take it? It's literally, we're fighting a pandemic here.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, I guess you brought up reasons to why you wouldn't take it. I mean,
Mhm.
you don't really trust it or whatever.
Yeah.
So
I just think it's too fast.
too fast to have a vaccine.
Too fast to have a vaccine. I mean, who's to say that information is correct or not? But I just see articles and news that say that, that it messes up with your body and stuff like that, like your infertility and stuff like that. And
Mm.
I'm just like, like to some truth, to some extent, it could be possible, and to some extent, it can't be possible. If it came up to me, would I take it? Fuck it, might as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the same.
Then-
I'm the same. Yeah.
But I mean, keep on taking it. Don't just take one and be done with it.
Mhm. Yeah. No,
what,
yeah.
What do you think about the whole incentive program of like people like you can fly if you have your vaccine book?
So they are doing that. I actually didn't know that.
Yeah,
I
or
actually didn't
if
hear about that.
like you can go to sports games if you show your.
That's what I brought up last episode, that it's becoming like a new, it's like an ID now. Like if you don't have your ID, then you can't do certain things.
You can't enter into the club.
Yeah, exactly. You're not part of it. You're not allowed. And I do find that to be, I think it is a little bit problematic in the sense that if, like you said, like there's people that aren't comfortable doing it, you know,
Uh-huh.
and it's like a sort of like segregating those people. You know, if you don't take it, then you're not allowed to do something like that, and that's controlling. That's kind of like what a fascist, I guess, a fascist government does, where they control you. You know, if you don't do this, then you don't get to do that, which is, you know, in a sense it is problematic, but this is different.
Yeah.
This is a pandemic, right? So I'm like in between. I'm like, I guess maybe, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I haven't personally dealt with that, so maybe I don't know. I don't have, I guess, an opinion on it, but we'll see. We'll see. What if like they don't let you fucking, I don't know, you get hurt and you don't have your vaccine card, so you can't go to the hospital, something like that. I guess if it comes to that extent, that's where it's gonna be a little problematic. Hey, dude, your drink is okay. So Eddie made us a drink, and man, this is good, bro.
Thank you.
It's really good.
I'm a official, unofficial bartender.
How'd you learn how to do this?
YouTube.
Really?
What can you learn in YouTube? Everything.
It's good. But anyways, yeah. That's my
Well,
that's
to
my
kind
take
of
on that.
feed on into this like whole pandemic situation. Last week, as we know, was the Super Bowl, Chiefs and Buccaneers. I mean, despite of everything, people did attend. But from what I read was that they were giving priority to like first responders to get tickets
Really?
and to say, well, this was pretty good. You know,
Wow.
that's pretty dope in a sense of the NFL kind of giving priority, like instead of reselling those tickets to, general people, just give it to first responders. And giving them a chance to attend the game.
So
And
how do
there
they-
was social distancing. I saw some cardboards and like if it was like a family or a couple, like there would be space.
Dude, when I was watching it, I thought the stadium was full. I was like, oh my god, the whole stadium is full. That's crazy. And I'm like, it's Florida, so it makes sense. But then they zoomed into the crowd, and yeah, it was just a bunch of cardboards. Yeah.
Yeah,
But what was I gonna say? Shit.
about the Super Bowl.
How do they know which people are first responders?
There was like a special type of program where like if you bought your tickets, you had to send proof that you were a first responder.
Oh, yeah, 'cause I'm
I
sure-
don't know the whole details. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure you
But-
have like an ID or something like that. Like, okay, makes sense.
so that's how it went. A couple of people not a couple of people on TikTok, I saw some first responders attend the game, and you see them like in their uniform and stuff like that, and yeah, it was pretty dope.
Interesting. That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Well, what you think of the whole Super Bowl? Was it?
Honestly,
isn't it
dude-
crazy that Tom Brady has won what his
Seven
seventh?
Super Bowls.
Super Bowl?
6 with the Patriots, 1 with the Bucks.
That's crazy.
I mean, the real test is for him to go to the Jets.
okay, let me ask you: I heard I was seeing memes about him
Yeah.
going to the Cowboys, not the Jets.
No.
Jets is our worst.
They were saying Cowboys. They were saying if you don't want Brady to win another ring, just trade him to the Cowboys.
Really?
Yeah. That's kind of messed up.
What did you think of that, of the whole Super Bowl?
Super Bowl, dude. Honestly, before even the game, a lot of people were like, "The Chiefs are gonna win. The Chiefs are gonna win." I honestly thought the Bucks were gonna win. Root for the underdog.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
Just because of Tom Brady?
you have Leonard Fournette. Well, besides Tom Brady, you have Leonard Fournette.
Leonard Fournette was going insane.
I
He
saw-
was being insane in that game.
I saw the mic'd up of the NFL, and I think I remember telling you this. Tom Brady just goes up, "You did it, Lenny. You did it, buddy." I thought that was pretty funny.
I need to check that out, actually.
He has nicknames for everyone, but yeah, I mean, come on, dude. Tom Brady, Leonard Fournette. You have
Gronkowski.
Rob Gronkowski. You have Mike Evans, Chris
Mike
Godwin. Who else? The rookie Ronald Jones.
Ronald Jones, yeah.
I picked him up in my fantasy this year as a trade. It was pretty good. but then he decided to get that thumb injury and kind of call it quits. Fucking for fantasy managers, it was pretty bad. But no, dude, I was just like, like I'm like, are people forgetting that? I mean, the Chiefs are a super team, but like you only have like a few superstars,
few
like
key players.
like Travis Kelce and what's his face,
Hill,
the cheetah runner, Tyreek Hill, and
Uh-huh.
Patrick Mahomes. Like, despite everything, the young goat, if you will, Patrick Mahomes, he can throw a ball.
Yeah,
honestly,
he's
and
good.
under pressure, it all just depended on who was catching it. But I think the Buccaneers had a wonderful. Like kind of reading on the Chiefs.
The
'Cause,
defense.
Yeah,
The defense was
they
great.
knew how to cover. They knew how to cover.
They
like,
had Mahomes
other
running back.
Yeah.
A couple of yards. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you had like 2 people covering Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce can't get through the way, and I honestly thought it was good coaching.
And Mahomes had just won last year,
Patrick
right?
Mahomes won last year,
Yeah.
against the 49ers.
That's crazy. Well, what do you think? Because isn't this the first time that Tom Brady's with the Buccaneers? Or
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
the first season,
Yeah.
right? So what do you think? I guess what do you think was the actual reason why they were
Such
able to
a
win the Super
super-
Bowl? Was it because of Tom Brady that him being there, or what do you think? Or coaching? Because you know more about you know more about football. So
I guess in my opinion, partially it can be because of Tom Brady, because Tom Brady is just a superstar. But it all has to be coaching. It's like it has to be all team building. It's all because of a team. So I've seen interviews of Tom Brady saying that he could do this and like manage his way, but he'd just leave it up to the coaches, and he would rather be a player.
because this is the same team, the same Buccaneers team, right? This is the same team from last year, or
No, it's different. Tom Brady.
Well,
okay.
Tom obviously
So a little-
before, not talking about Tom Brady, the whole entire team.
No. So like to kind of recap back, Rob Gronkowski was a Patriot.
That's true. You're right.
was gonna-
That's a good point.
So there was this whole, I think it was on Sportsnet. No, ESPN. It was an interview with Rob Gronkowski, and they were telling him like, "Why'd you retire?" And he said that he had word that the Patriots were going to trade him to the Detroit Lions, and he was just like, "You know what? I'm just going to retire." And I mean, it's kind of a dick of him, but it's kind of funny too because he didn't want to play for the Lions. He still wanted to play for the Patriots, so he retired. And so come with the Bucks, it was Tom Brady. And then Rob decided to come out of retirement,
Right.
and then he brought in Antonio Brown.
Right. Like halfway through the
we
season,
all know
huh?
that Antonio Brown got that Madden curse or whatnot.
Where was Antonio Brown before?
Antonio Brown?
Yeah.
So originally he came
Raiders.
from the Steelers. He came from the Steelers. Then the Raiders signed him, and he said it was all because of a helmet incident. And then he decided that he just wanted to be released, and the Raiders released him. And then he played with the Patriots with Tom Brady for a while. It was only one game against the Dolphins, and then he had another legal issue, and then he didn't play, and then he went to the Buccaneers.
Okay.
Yeah, and then so it was I guess Tom Brady brought Rob out. He brought Antonio Brown out. He brought Leonard Fournette started with Jacksonville and then
Right.
got traded to the Buccaneers, and then I think that's it.
So the whole team is different.
I mean,
than
don't
last
quote
year.
me. I mean, yeah.
Oh, okay, dude. Because I feel like with Tom Brady, it's like in soccer. It's like having Ronaldo. Like I feel like he's just like everyone looks up to him pretty much, and they know that he's the GOAT, and they're just gonna listen directly
what he
to
says,
him, to
yeah.
what he says. So I
Yeah.
think, in a way, I think that's exactly what led the Buccaneers to win a Super Bowl because of him, because he has such a like a lot of experience with the game, and he knows exactly what to do, and he just kind of tells them like, "Oh, do this and do," and that, And I'm sure that during the season when games they lost, then he can just kind of like.
Well, they had in the regular season they played against the Buccaneers and they lost that game.
Against the Chiefs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Against the Chiefs, so that's why a lot of people were like,
Oh.
"Oh, the Chiefs, easy money, easy money." And then Antoine, which is a defender for the Buccaneers.
Uh-huh.
So the first game that he's a corner and he has to cover Tyreek Hill, and so the regular season game that they played, Tyreek Hill threw up the peace sign and was running ahead of him, and nothing happened. He just scored. But in the Super Bowl, Antoine put up the peace signal to Tyreek.
Disrespect.
After the play,
The
after the
disrespect.
play,
The disrespect.
after the play, yeah, after the play, and so Tyreek called the refs, and then he was just like, "Look what he did! He did this," and so they threw him a penalty flag.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right. I saw
they threw him
that.
a
I saw
penalty
that.
flag.
You're right.
Yeah, and then
On this, what was it? On sportsmanship. Well, fuck.
unsportsmanship conduct.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I messed up my words there.
And then, well, I mean, we all saw the parade post, right? That Tom Brady, Uncle Tom, got a little drunk on the
Oh, he's throwing the fucking trophy.
the trophy, and he was being escorted. It was just too funny. I mean, that's just Tom being Tom. It was dope.
That's funny.
That was dope.
I think it's funny because that fool probably had like 2 beers with the diet that he has, and he got super drunk. I could just imagine that.
Oh well, who knows?
Dude, how old is he? Is he the
Siri.
oldest person to play?
How old is
football?
Tom Brady? Oh yeah,
Tom Brady is 43 years old.
there you go.
He's 43 years old.
Yeah.
Man, sometimes like, cause I like to work out, and I'm thinking, I honestly, I think to myself like, man, I'm getting too old, cause I don't know, like I need to stretch and all that stuff. But I'm like, Tom Brady's playing football out there getting tackled. Like I'm like, okay, I can do this, you know. So he just
But
kind of
Tom Brady's Tom Brady.
exactly. I mean, if he's fit, he's fit, then I could be fit too. Then I just kind of tell myself that.
Yeah. Well, that's a good motivation.
I don't know.
So yeah, we're just gonna leave it short and sweet. Just a little comeback episode. It was just pretty much a recap of why we were missing, and Bravado is still together and stronger than ever.
Yep, that's right.
But yeah, Anthony. So, anyways, before we even left,
Leave.
before we even left,
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
previous episode, our Bravado staff put out a question, and it was a shout out, and it said, cast in an answer to win this year's Grinch Giving, only on Bravado Talk, and then the question was, what are you looking forward towards Christmas, right? And so we only got 3 replies for those, and I feel like we should. What are we gonna do as the last one? Starbucks gift card? Do you want to do Starbucks gift card?
Yeah.
Okay. Whoa, that was creepy. All
Sure.
right, so we're gonna do Starbucks gift card. So, anyways, this is gonna be shout out corner again, and cue my music. Thank you so much. Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and here we got 3, and the first one is Latina SOP to be, and it is not being in school.
So what is the question again? Sorry.
So the question was, what are you looking forward towards Christmas?
Perfect,
So
okay.
this was before we
Right.
left on break, and so at Latina SLP to be said not being in school.
Nice.
That's your bang.
But she's back in school, so.
But she's back in school. The second one comes at Edgar_Vergara, and he says, "And drinking some ponche."
Ponche.
Ponche? You never had that?
I had ponche.
Yeah?
But
Fire.
all right. It's a very specific drink.
Yeah.
Or what, snack? What's it?
It's a drink.
Drink?
It's a
Okay,
drink
yeah.
because it's like with a lot of fruits.
Right,
It's
that's
like
why I thought it was
cinnamon.
like a
It's
snack.
like cinnamon tea with like
No, yeah, I
various
know.
of fruits. For those people that don't know what ponche is.
Sure.
And then last but not least, it's still Edgar. He said unwrapping tamales and drinking some ponche. So he didn't too. So for those 2, we're gonna send you your Starbucks gift card.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to listen to this episode. If you don't listen to this episode and don't DM us, you're not guaranteed it.
Yeah, if you listen to the first 10 minutes and
Uh-huh.
then get off, then you're not
And
you don't end up knowing about these things. We're giving away free money and everything.
Exactly. We're
So you
giving
gotta-
away free drinks, and if they don't listen to it, just like
Exactly.
our buddy Galvan did earlier in previous episodes, that he could have gotten a gift card to any of his choice.
he never
did, and
never
time
hit us
ran out.
up.
So we're gonna do. They have until. Here we go.
So this is gonna be posted. So right now, today
So,
is Saturday. This
Saturday
is
the
gonna be posted on
13th,
Wednesday.
but this is gonna go for the 17th, and we should. So you guys have 1 week to reply, which is February the 24th. So if you don't reply, tough luck.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Anyways, Anthony, where can they find our social media at?
You guys can find us on Instagram and Twitter. Twitter is still a little,
We have more followers on Instagram
Right,
than
on
on Twitter,
Instagram.
but we're
Yes.
gonna try our best too.
Yeah, Instagram
on
is our
Twitter.
main.
But where can they find us though, Anthony?
Instagram is our main page at Rebuttal Talk, and then you can listen to this podcast on.
But what's the ad for social media?
I just said it, Rebuttal
oh,
Talk.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, bro, dude, you're fucking drunk. And you can listen to this podcast at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube.
Yeah.
And again, if you're gonna be listening to us on YouTube, please give us a like, a
A
follow, share with your friends. Please, it feeds the algorithm. And yeah, that's it.
Alrighty, thank you, Anthony.